What's up, everybody? Gonna do a little 2025 race recap and breakdown. I'm gonna go through and talk about all the races we did this year, how they went, my thoughts and feelings about all of them. So I'm just gonna get right into that. Our first race of this year was the Austin Marathon back in February. We were shooting for a time of sub 250, but we ended up getting sick the week before and had missed some stuff in prep too. So ended up running just basically 3 hours and 2 seconds was what the official time was. But it was such an awesome experience, and that's kind of what prompted me to start making videos and documenting this stuff, was because of that marathon and just seeing all those people out there in that environment.
Yes.
Also with the Austin Marathon, got to meet a lot of cool people before. Met Nick Bear, Luke Hopkins, like all the BPN athletes. And there's a lot of other people out there. So it was cool to share the course with those people. And then kind of just inspired me to say, hey, if they're all doing this for a living, why can't I at least try? So that's what inspired me to start making the videos and stuff. After Austin, our main thing was we had a last man standing backyard ultra down in Huntsville, Alabama, like midway through April. So that's what we trained for after Austin. The week before the backyard ultra, we did a little Fools 4-miler, which went well, ended up winning it. It was just a local little race, but that was kind of a good little tune-up for the backyard ultra. Which went really well. Ended up running 25 hours or 25 loops and ended up getting the win there. So that was really cool. That was the first time like winning an ultra and like realizing I could be competitive. Did that for charity too, which was really cool. That whole experience was awesome. I'd definitely like to do that again in the future. But that was a really mentally changing race. Like, it helped switch my brain from like just going to these things to just go to them and like have fun to like I can actually be competing in these. So that was a very important race for me. Forgot I also had to throw in this clip here of a little celebratory action after the win at the Devils racetrack.
It's like a reward.
So after the backyard ultra in April, our next like goal we were training towards was the half marathon. We had one back kind of by where I grew up, and I wanted to go for the course record there. Didn't end up quite getting it. We fell about less than a minute off from it. It's 118 something. We ended up running a 119, which was a big PR.
Ran all the way down from Rapid City, South Dakota. Welcome, Zane. Nice work.
It was a lot more hilly than I was expecting, but I guess I should have guessed it's in the Sandhills of Nebraska. So, but before that, like 2 or 3 weeks before that, we ran the Casper Marathon in Casper, Wyoming.
2, 1, go! Like racers, let's go, everybody!
Which, that one, I felt like I was super fit, but we had some stomach issues, and that's kind of the first time I really had to deal with like major stomach issues like that for a race. Had to stop and use the bathroom 4 times throughout that marathon. Still ended up doing a 2:57, so I was pretty happy with that. But kind of made me realize maybe we need to get some things with the gut in check. After that half marathon, we did a 52K, which is kind of a weird distance, I know, but basically it was their marathon course, and then you did the 10K course on top of the marathon. So just a hair under 33 miles. That went really well. It was just kind of a fun race. There was not very many people doing it. I think I ended up winning by over an hour. But it was fun to go out there and run. And I think my average pace for it was 6:37 minute miles for a 52K. So that kind of gave me some confidence in my fitness where it was at, because that was kind of the tune-up race going into Lean Horse 100, which did not go as smoothly as the Valentine 52K. Now at Lean Horse 100, I really wanted to go for the course record. It was a pretty ambitious goal, but Lean Horse, I kind of have a history there. That was the very first 100-miler I ever did, which was actually my only second race I ever did back a couple years ago. But I did 28 hours there. The course record's like 15 hours. So that's a pretty aggressive jump, but I knew I was like physically capable of it. So coming into the race with that goal, I knew I was gonna have to go out hot, which honestly, the race was going fantastic for the first 75 miles, 75, 80 miles. I came into because it's an out and back, it's an old rails to trails race. I came into the 50-mile turnaround at 6:49, so I was on pace to just crush the course record. And then we started having stomach issues I started feeling a little off about 75, and then just started to be to the point where I had to peel off and go to the bathroom. And then by the time we hit 80, it was just hit a brick wall, just throwing up. 20 miles to go. Bonking hard. Just threw up a couple times. About every couple miles, I gotta stop and peel off into the woods and take a shit, but we'll get to the finish line. 11 hours and 44 minutes in. 19.6 miles to go. Just death marched it basically for 5 miles to get to the next aid station and ended up dropping there. That was very unfortunate. That was the very first DNF on a race like that I've had. Before I had a DNF on a backyard, but I don't know, that's a little bit different. This was the first like true DNF that I've had, and it hurt. It definitely hurt a lot, but I was a little concerned that I might be getting rhabdo. I don't think I ended up that I did, but we ended up calling that one at 85, which hurt the pride a little bit. Then after Lean Horse, just a short, I think it was like 7 weeks or something like that. Later, we did the Cowboy 200, which was, I don't know, I just don't think I was totally mentally in it and prepared for it. Because I'd found out I got into the BPN Survive the Night 50-miler.
Zane Musgrave, South Dakota.
So I think I kind of shifted my focus more towards that and was like, it's dumb to say overlooking a 200-mile race, but I wasn't really focused on it like you need to be for a 200-mile race. And on top of that, during the race starting early, I had some IT band issues and was really fighting that like all day from like mile 15, and we ended up dropping at mile 96, which was 2 in a row. Was really hard, but that experience of dropping on that one definitely made me realize that these multi-day races are a whole nother beast. When you have to go through multiple days and nights, it's a totally different thing than like 100-miler. Like, it takes a lot different mental training and strategy, because I mean, I went out hot, but I thought I was being reserved, but I was leading the race all the way to mile 80 something, and then I stopped and slept there, and then got passed up at that aid station, and then just continued to get worse and worse from there. But yeah, overall it was a humbling experience for sure.
Almost forgot to talk about the market-to-market relay that I did with my family and friends after the Cowboy 200. I think it was only 2 weeks after the Cowboy 200 DNF, but it was a super fun experience. It's really cool, those relays where you get to like share the vehicle and hop between, and it was a lot of fun. It was less of a serious thing, just really fun, and we got some good clips from that.
So after having back-to-back DNFs, I was kind of a little feeling sorry for myself and questioning things, but just 5 weeks after the Cowboy, we had BPN Survive the Night 50-miler, which was a bounce-back race, and it went very well. Ended up running 6 hours and 4 minutes.
Get it right side up. It's in there.
And I couldn't have been happier with how it went. Ended up getting second place, which puts me in for their Go One More Ultra in April, which is a backyard ultra format, and I'm super excited for that. Fortunate to have the opportunity to go out there and compete again. I was hoping to get sub 6, but ended up falling off a little bit the second half of the race. First half went out really well. Ran the first marathon of it in like 2:57, I think. But you know, it gets hard out there when it's dark and you're running in the night, and everybody out there seemed to kind of have some stomach issues, but we battled through and we ended up getting second place, so that was pretty cool. After that, 3 weeks later, to cap off the year, we did the Summit Backyard Ultra, which is a silver ticket race. So if you won that one, you got a spot on to Team USA for the Satellite World Championships the next coming year at Biggs. Did not end up winning, but I did PR my backyard ultra distance. We did 30 hours, which is 125 miles. It was a cool experience. It was really challenging. Went further than I've ever gone before. I'm excited to go back to the backyard format in April. It's super challenging mentally more than physically. Don't get me wrong, it's physically tough, but just the forcing yourself to get up and go again every single time. And that's really one thing I learned about the people that are super good at it. It's just thinking only about not quitting in the chair and just getting up and going, and not being worried about all these other factors, just focused on getting up out of that chair.
Here comes Zane coming in. This will be 100 miles.
Overall, 2025 was a successful year, I'd say. And, you know, if we didn't win them or complete them and get the time we wanted, we learned from them. So overall, it was a great success. But 2026 should be an even better year. We're gonna do a little less races, but be a lot more intentional with our training blocks and build up for these races. Right now, I've got a few things that might change in the late year, but for the beginning of the year, we got Austin Marathon in February again. Looking to go sub 240 is the goal there, and I know I'm in the shape to do it. We'll just have to get there and do it on race day. After that, we have the Going More Ultra in April. Super excited about that. And then in August or September. So September, if we get into Leadville, we'll be doing that. If I don't get into Leadville, we will be going back to Lean Horse and getting that damn course record. And then I'm going to have a surprise for the last race of the year. Big goal I'm thinking about for that one, but I'll let you guys know a little closer to the date on that one.